everyone from around the world. This is Ayman Tarabishi. I am the president and CEO of ICSB. I'm also the deputy chair of the Department of Management at the George Washington University. Today we continue our ICSB Exchange webinar series, but this theme, this title is Around the World with ICSB, which we started a couple of years ago, and it just picked up. We like the title, Around the World with ICSB. And to inaugurate Around the World with ICSB, we are going to Mexico, right? We're visiting Mexico today, so I'm just excited here. And I am very delighted to introduce our colleague, Dr. Francisco Navarrete-Báez. He's a professor researcher at the Universidad del Valle de Atemajac, UNIVA, at Guadalajara City, Mexico. I've never been, but I hear it's beautiful here, so I'm waiting for my invitation here. But but we are delighted to be here. I told Francisco, we want to learn about Mexico. We want to learn about Guadalajara. We want to learn about what your school is doing. We want to learn about the research, the teaching, and everything that's exciting. And believe it or not, and this is my mistake, but it's just sometimes coincidence works beautiful, right? You cannot make it up. I'm just excited. I just laughed here. Today is the Independence Day of Mexico. Right, so we start the series with ICSB Around the World, and we start with the Independence Day of Mexico. So we planned this. We exactly knew what we were doing. Right, I'll take full credit for this. We planned it perfectly here. But Francisco, thank you so much. Happy Independence Day. Right, and so why don't we go ahead and talk a little bit about you, introduce yourself, and let's get to the presentation.
Okay, thank you, Ayman. Thank you all for attending this webinar. I would like to share how it's working in Mexico, and especially in our town, Guadalajara City, and also our university. It calls UNIVA. This acronym is UNIVA, University of Valle de Atemajac, or Valley of Atemajac in English. I want to share what we're doing here, how we expect for the entrepreneur, and how we work with the small and medium enterprise. Okay, let me show you my presentation to share some figures and some videos how I'll show you Mexico are. Hold on. Did you see the presentation?
Yeah, Francisco, I see it. Yep.
Okay, okay, thank you. Okay, let's start. I'm going to talk about the Mexican overview to understand Mexico and the entrepreneurship, the Mexican small and medium enterprise, the UNIVA model of our sustainable development goals, how we work on UNIVA, the entrepreneurship, and family business experience to share if you have time, and finally the question and answer. Okay, this is Mexico on a worldwide map. We are in an American continent, on the border with the United States and the north, and the south with Guatemala and Belize. Okay, I want to share some data to understand how is Mexico and the economy and the population over there. Right now, in this year, we reach 128 million of population. As you can see in this chart, we're increasing a lot for the last 20 years. And right now, we expect to have 150 millions in the 2050 year. Okay, this is the GDP. It's considered a growing economy country. We reach the 2,000 billions in 2 years ago. okay, because we participate directly in a trade with United States and more countries, and explain later. You can see also the GDP nominal compared with the all countries. We're in the place 15. Okay, only Brazil is the Latin America country. It is better than Mexico. We are close to Australia and Spain. Okay, our place is good, but could be better. Okay, for the economy, how Mexico export in billions, we can reach 400 billions per year. Is very good. And also I share the imports, and also we reach the 420 billions. Our trade balance is no good because it's negative. We import more than we can export, and we are working to improve this one because the balance is no good for us, and we depend all more to the countries that ourselves. We try to increase the potential production here, but it's a good figure anyway. Okay, also I to share these charts with population below poverty, which is a problem we have in Mexico, maybe in many Latin American countries, because we reach almost the half of the population is below the poverty line. The last year we reached 46 million people living below the poverty line. That means that they live no more than $2 American dollars a day. This is a big problem, and how reflecting the health and health and safety and many things and jobs. And also this is the reason why we have the small and medium enterprise in informal situation. I will explain later this impact for this one. This a doubt we have as Mexicans also. Okay, also maybe you can hear about the NAFTA agreement, the North American Free Trade Agreement. We signed with Canada, United States, and Mexico 26 years ago, and it's a good trade because in case of Mexico increase the economy, the production, the export, and also the R&D solution in Mexico. Due to the new United States government, we reevaluate to get a new agreement we call TMEC, in three countries also, starting July the 1st in this year, 2020. And it's a NAFTA 2.0, but focus more in labor situation, and also the integrate the parts in the content of the manufacturing here. For example, in automotive industry, we need to cover the all the parts in the automotive on the vehicle. 20, no, around 70% of the parts should be from NAFTA countries. This is the difference, and we try to work because we import a lot of parts and spare parts or whatever from Asia, and we need to integrate. That means we need to manufacture in either Canada, Mexico, or United States. This is the difference. Due to the NAFTA, for example, the United States also got benefits because can export to Mexico a lot of the import issues or and supplies or whatever. This is in billions, over 250 billions export to Mexico. It's a benefit from United States. What happened with Mexico and United States? Okay, you can see this chart. In both countries, we reach in import and export almost 614 billions. This trade is not compared anywhere in the world. This is the more trade in the world, more the European Union or the Asia with China and United States is a figure we are working there for 26 years ago, and we try with the TMEC new agreement to try to reach the 700 billions per year. I don't know what's going to happen this year with the coronavirus situation, but the idea is to try to reach in the next 2 or 3 years this one. If you can see the in 3-4 months the figure for this year maybe decrease a lot of maybe 20% decrease because of problem with the coronavirus, but also right now start to the manufacturing process with the, for example, the vehicles industry is working since 2 months ago and start again the run up to produce and sales. For example, due to the NAFTA automotive industry, you can see in among the 3 countries, Mexico, United States, and Canada, we reached over 26 million cars manufacturing a year, last year. Okay, try to reach China is the #1, but after China, this train concentrate the high volume. If you consider a year our manufacturing and sales 100 millions of cars by year worldwide, we have around the NAFTA or TMEC countries and a 1/4 of the all production and sales in these 3 countries. Okay, on this Mexican overview, I would like to share what happened with the entrepreneurship in Mexico. Okay, we are in Jalisco state. It's a state in the west side of the country. Okay, and our university is placed here, around here, also with different campus. And I want to share one video to show what happened in Jalisco state. Hold on. Did you see that? See. You can see the video. Guadalajara is the capital of innovation, but also we call the Silicon Valley, Mexican Silicon Valley, also because we have many companies, the IT, also we have an like an Intel R&D center here, and many software development working here in Jalisco. This is an overview. Also, we have there's a tequila land, you know what I mean, and also the berries growing here also, and the around this area, and we export a lot. We have the 70% the GDP growing in Jalisco state. Okay, uh, what else in Mexico? Like GEM, the Global Entrepreneurship Monitor, indicate this year, the 2020, were in the average and middle when it scored a 9.8, and focus and make entrepreneurship in agriculture, manufacturing, mining, transportation, and special wholesale and retail. We focus more in Mexico on this one, and a little in information technologies. Mhm. Okay, also the GEM, the Global Entrepreneurship Monitor, provide 12 challenge and to focus how is work the entrepreneurship in Mexico. This is the last evaluation, and you can see we are the most of these skills is the entrepreneurial education and post-school stage. We are over 4 points. Also, the physical infrastructure, we are very well. You can see in the video. But we have the fit in entrepreneurial finance. We don't read more for the finance that the you can see also in the charts, and also we is in the internal market governance. We have some cricket. We need to work on that. This is the overview of the 12 skills we need to develop. Okay, some figure for the entrepreneur in Mexico. You can see the young people are they make a new startup, and the age is 25 and 34 years old. Is concentrated more in this age, and also have some lack here. 89% start the business when they own money or funding money. We have this lag with only 3% received for the investment. The investor is not working well here. We need to work on this one, because sometimes the family saving goes to the new business, and the possibility to be a success is not good. This is a problem we have. Also, the is more the men than the women, 66% to third parts. Also, start a new business, the people are single. Also, more than a half start the operation at home, or with no rent any office or facilities, because it's very expensive the rent here, and you need to save money and start in the at home, on the garage or wherever. And also in the interview, 33% of Mexicans who wants to start a business, they don't make it for two reasons: fear of the failure. This is the main reason. The second one is the money, but the first one is fear to failure. Okay, this is no good statistics. Is only 75% the new companies close and the second year. Yes, the mortality is too high, only 20% survival after 2 years. Okay, what else? I want to share the global competitive index. In Mexico are in the rank 48 compared with the first 10. You can see in the left side, Singapore, United States, and Mexico is ranked in not good place. We decreased 2 places in the last year, and we need to work more in this one. Okay, and then I want to share what happened with the small and medium enterprise in Mexico. Okay, first one, why we study the small and medium enterprise right here, and it's very similar happen in another countries. Is the represent the 99 the all the enterprise in Mexico, generate the 70% the all the employment, and the 80% the all the new employment generate with this mess. 83% are family business. Is very important because the base of the small medium enterprise in Mexico is focused on family business and family management. Okay, they rate the 52% of the GDP. Okay, is a lot of our GDP at the start and become from the small and medium enterprise. Another factor is only 20% the all the small and medium enterprise have relationship with the external stakeholders. That means the works close inside the company is really times share what they're doing and not get an association or wherever work alone. This is the one factor we have here. Due to 75% are highly vulnerable. With any circumstance, the company can close immediately. This is a reason. For example, right now with the COVID-19, around the 20-25% the small business closed due to because has no money to spend and to pay rent, pay wage or whatever more than a month after. What else? Only a third use IT technology for their management, software and hardware. Use do it by hand when then an notebook or maybe use an Excel file, but no with the IT support that they need business needs. Okay. Also in the environment issues, the small and medium enterprise generate the 70 and 80% of the negative impact. This is a negative impact. We need to work also on this one because generate the 60% of the old waste. There's a good culture inside the entrepreneur in the small business. I repeat the 80% they start out don't survive than 2 years, and this 20% don't survive than 5 years, only 10%. That means the 100 companies start today, 80% die in 2 years. The rest of this is 20 companies, only 2 companies survive more than 5 years. Okay, the mortality is too high in Mexico, and maybe it's a little bit like another developing countries also. Okay, the family business in Mexico, I'll explain how this characteristic is in the base is a family and enterprise are together, work together, share money, share issues, share supplies. We cannot find that difference. In specific, the micro and small enterprise is very close the family and the enterprise. also works under a paternalistic system. The owner provide all for their employers, the security, health, medicines, support with the family. It's a very tight. The owner with their employees are very tight, work very tight. Not only a business issue, on these personal issues, family issues work together. The decision-making process is by the owner. Nobody can make a decision if it's not the owner or the family owner. And also in the age, the property and the government is based on the rules of the family, not the rules of management. Okay, it's changing a little, but we can find many companies on the family business model, the rules of the family rules and no the management rules. Okay. Okay, this graph, I try to show you how it's work here in the structure, the small and medium enterprise. We divide in two parts, the formal enterprise and the informal enterprise. When a basement, the family business represent the 83%. What is the difference? It sometimes happen in another countries. Okay, to understand what mean the formal enterprise right here in Mexico, the formal enterprise pay taxes. The employer has and provides social security, represent the only 48% the all the enterprise. Most of these ones, 60% are big companies. They have low turnover, and the employers work on the rule 86 for the pension, works in this under this situation. The informal enterprise have they don't pay taxes to the government or no social security for their employers. Okay, if one employer has an illness, usually the owner pay for the medical doctor, medicine, is necessary hospital, pay for that. But they not pay well for the social security or social security uh, is under Mexican government issue. Okay, represented 52% of all the companies, and it's in average. For example, right here in Jalisco State, represented 51%. In Michoacan State, another state where I show you later what happened there, represented 70%. When one state, Oaxaca State, represented the 88%. Oaxaca State is a poor state in the southeast of the Mexico, and the 88%, all the companies are on the informal enterprise issues. Represent the 98% the all the micro and small medium enterprise. They have high turnover, and also all the workers works on the 80% and the rule 86. That means they don't have a good pension in the future. The Mexican pension rules changing to be retired. The people retire on the 60 years old or more and change here. It's a complicated issue also. Okay, after that, I would like to share the entrepreneurship UNIVA model, our university model, how it works here. Okay, UNIVA has 10 campuses in the west center or midwest of Mexico. This is the state we work in, these 6 states: Jalisco, Nayarit, Michoacán, Colima, Guanajuato, and Querétaro. We have these 10 campuses. Right now in this lecture, I would like to concentrate on Guadalajara that I explained, and also another campus called La Piedad, because we don't have enough time to share this one. Okay, I would like to share what happened in La Piedad campus, because it's a strong campus close to here. Belong to Michoacán state, no Jalisco state, a different state, a neighbor state. And this is the process, how this works, and the entrepreneurship with our students. Start with an idea, and diagnostic, and business plan, incubation process, create the firm, and make the pitch for all the people is interesting to invest or to sell or to share this company. Okay, what else? Well, we share and we teach these classes, all the students, all our students. We have around 22 on the degree programs, and all the students participate in this subject called entrepreneurship and project development. And this is the process. We start with a boot camp. It's a one-day event when all the students, there's the 22 on the degree programs, lecturers, the government, local government, and federal government. Also, we invite investors for this one-day event. After that, we make small groups, the student group, 4 or 5 students, and we formulate a sustainable business model with use the innovation and decision making is the idea. After that, this small group has a proposal, the focus on regulations and the base also in sustainable development model. We use the model canvas model to understand what we expect for this new business. We concentrate also in the finance issue and the corporate social responsibility also. We align to the SDGs, United Nations SDGs. In this process, we have mentoring when a teacher or an expert in this field work together. And finally, we have a pitch event where again the government, investors attended and see what is the best idea to support the company if necessary. Okay, we have a model we call Protocol, is in UNIVA La Piedad, and it's the model is supported by the Inter-American Development Bank and has many awards for this one. I would like to share some another video, a short video with how it works, the protocol model, and you can see in special what we're doing in La Piedad. Hold on, let me share.
In the case of the municipalities of La Piedad, Michoacán, Pénjamo, Guanajuato, and Degollado, Jalisco, this is a clear example of the small communities' devastating manner for the global commercial opening. The consequences they face in the regions are the deterioration of the local production, the loss of the associative vocation among producers, the low competitiveness of the small businesses and productive sectors to place their products in fair markets. The exacerbation of the migration problems to the United States due to lack of jobs and the absence of detonators to reactivate the regional economy. The state of Michoacán is the largest recipient of money wirings in the Mexican Republic from our immigrants residing in the United States of America. These money wirings are used primarily for family subsistence, and only a small part is channeled to productive investment to entrepreneurship. Businesses are generally doomed to failure due to inexperience and lack of basic business training. This situation is increasingly serious because it causes a dependence on money wirings without having the proper solutions that promote regional development and economic recovery. Given this economic panorama, the University Valle de Atemajac UNIVA Campus La Piedad decided in 2005 to take the first steps in the search for alternatives to counteract the problems of the region, and in an unprecedented effort at the national level, the integration of 3 municipalities of 3 different federal entities, with private initiative, the chambers and associations of producers, and the academic sector to design a regional development project in the western basin of the Lerma River, territory that has shared the same productive vocations and the same cultural heritage. This project was presented to the Multilateral Investment Fund of the Inter-American Development Bank, which in 2008 approved a non-reimbursable technical cooperation for $1,358,310, and this is how our program for economic development and territorial competitiveness for micro, small, and medium-sized company in the western basin of the Lerma Prodecol that aims to promote sustainable economic development in the western basin of the Lerma River through competitive improvement of productive actors and business support entities with the purpose of developing a model of territorial articulation of MSMEs in the meat, vegetable, and artisan sector considered by the Alliance, public-private, associate, innovation, and the strengthening of institutional capacity so that based on the results and lessons learned, this model can be replicable and transferable in other sectors or in other territorial contexts. With this shared vision of working with a territorial approach, promoting the assets and resources of producers, universities, and the government at its 3 levels, municipal, state, and federal level. The components of protocol are development of action plans for the integration of productive chains, actions for business associative innovation, development and establishment of an institutional basis for territorial competitiveness. A 4th component aims to monitor the project, disseminate results, and model the experience. To achieve the objectives, Protocol carries out actions such as the constitution of a group of local experts under the supervision of the sector coordinators, awareness of the creation of a new business culture based on cooperation and solidarity, the diagnosis of 313 companies, diagnosis of the meat, vegetable, and artisan sectors, training and advice for the strengthening of companies, improvement of the management, productive and technological organization, with attention to the problems of sustainability and environmental impact. Incubation of small, innovative companies that complement the links of the productive chains, impulse and finance investment and resource management. Promotion of the development of business networks and associative projects, design of strategies for market insertion, strengthening of sales and distribution capacity, development of new products or processes that add value to traditional production, as well as the operation of our website and the protocol information system, an automated instrument for monitoring the indicators that allow measuring the progress of the program in terms of its impact on companies and the territory. The beneficiaries of the project are 1,200 families, 313 MSMEs, 50 state officials, and 3 municipalities, 50 representatives of producers associations, and 30 academics and researchers. We know that much remains to be done, but we are encouraged by UNIVA's spirit that has so far guided our steps. Where there is a will, there is a way, as well as the conviction that objectives of Protocol align to the vision and mission of the University Valle de Atemajac to always remain loyal to the principles that made it an educational institution at the service of those who know less, committed to the development of a region in our country, ensuring that professionals who leave our classrooms be promoters of the common well-being, seekers of excellence and ongoing improvement as the best testimony attached to their alma mater.
Okay, can you see in this video how its work is in this campus called, oh, sorry. Sorry, I have some problems. Okay. Okay, our university, UNIVA, focus more in the social entrepreneurship. You can see in this video, we focus on the agriculture, small agriculture, uh, part of the pork, uh, livestock, also the artisans, and we focus on that. This model, the protocol model, as told you, won some awards. The leader, Natalia Salinas, uh, participate many times in United Nations with the conference in Washington with this show this model, how it works, how this is successfully, and also how we can duplicate and duplicate in different countries, in Latin America countries. Right now it's working also in Colombia and Costa Rica also. Okay, it's, some pictures where is the pitch event with the investors and government. Okay, the Innova Camp is the event here. We support with these firms. This is the pitch event with all the students, professors, teachers. Okay. Okay, also like a social commitment, we have social work. This is a prison. We work with the prisoners also to start a business inside the prison to be get benefits to make money inside the prison because the prison has family to to maintain and to need to develop here some in special artisan work, and they work inside the prison and start a new business there also. We support this one also with around this social entrepreneurship model. Okay, this is the impact in La Piedad campus, 15 generation, over 600 business plans, and more than 3,000 entrepreneurs we get in this one. Okay, I would like to share, we have some minutes to share the sustainable model goals UNIVA model, how it's work. Okay, as you know, our university, UNIVA, is a private university, focus most on social issues, and we have a model to teach is interactive pedagogy, and we also base because our university is a model, a Catholic model, but not necessarily Catholic for all. It's based on this one. We are open all ideologies and all religions or all people. We are open for this because we are one university. We base in encyclical Laudato Si. We base in the SGDs model, and the Sustainable Development Solution Networks worldwide and Mexico model. We integrate this one, and this merge the SGD model. Okay, based in research, education, operation and governance, and external leadership. Our target is the SGD number 4, quality education. especially in equal access for all women and men. We're looking for decent work and entrepreneurship, eliminate gender discipline education, skills needed to promote sustainable development, build and upgrade education facilities, learning environment issues, substantially expand globally the number of the scholarships available to developed countries, and substantially increase the supply of qualified teachers. Okay, also we have the local support and experience for the university around the cities, our cities, local government, productive sector, domestic and international enterprise, place around university, our community, and local organization, the security, the justice, environment, urbanism, and don't forget the culture heritage. Okay, we're training the students and training with the professor around 48 hours in this workshop. Okay, and this is the model we have. As you know, is the enterprise development model with the social and economic and environment pillar. Okay, the intersection, the economic and social is equitable, the social and the environment is liable, and the economic and environment is viable. All in a base institutionals with the finance, accounting, rules, all is in institution. That means that is focused on that. And what we're looking for a profitability company with the social development and focus in the management of the natural resources. That means the sustainable enterprise model. Okay, based on this one, we are developing what means each pillar, with the social pillar, economic pillar, and environment pillar. Okay, and we place these skills that company and the workers and the owners need to work. The social pillar we divide in two sections: internal stakeholder and external stakeholder. The internal stakeholder need to find the human resource and good practices, safety and security, legal labor regulation, involved in decision making, and diversity. The external stakeholders, the skills are community support, new jobs generation, support the local supplier, and external association. For the economic pillar, we focus on the sales account receivable, entrepreneurial orientation, R&D and innovation, competitive, proactivity, and risk-taking. Finally, for the environment pillar, the 8 R's: reuse, recycle, reopen, energy, weather saving, to market sustainable products and services, use the green energy, and public sharing transportation. Based in the interactive pedagogy model we have at the base of the how we teach. Okay, and based on this one, how we can use the SDGs in this enterprise sustainable model. Okay, I try to explain as fast as I can because we have 5 minutes more. But okay, for the internal stakeholder, we apply the SDG number 1 and this target, no poverty. The number 3, good health and well-being. Number 4, quality education. And number 8, decent work and economic growth. For external stakeholder, again, no poverty, quality education, responsible consumption and production, climate action, and 17, the partnership for the goals. For the environment, clean water and sanitation, affordable and clean energy, sustainable cities and communities. Number 12, responsible consumption and production. 13, climate action. And 15, life on land. And the last one for the economy, number 8, decent work and economic growth. Number 9, industry innovation and infrastructure. Number 12, responsible consumption and production. And number 16, peace, justice, and strong institutions. Okay, this is a model. It's also a workshop. We work with our students how we can apply each SGD and each target. Okay, but it takes 20 or 25 hours to develop this model. But we focus in each one. I try to explain and give you an overview of this one. Okay, finally, I want to share in 2 minutes my family business experience. I started this business 2 years ago for two reasons. These two reasons is why we can now start a business if we are entrepreneurship teacher. We need to have the experience. This is my third business I start. And the second one, my son asked me, you are the Quest generation, because we, our generation over 50s, we saw all the resources and we don't care about the resources for the future. And try to give back again this bad experience when I grow in this century, the late last century, when this business. Okay, let me explain in what considered. You can see, as you go to supermarket, you see use the plastic bags and for the fruit and vegetables to separate this one, the fruit, the apples, the potatoes, whatever. Okay, but always provide a plastic bag. With the idea, with this is a business start with my wife, we call EcoSac, and we developed this bag, a special bag. We use a special bag in test to use the plastic bag. Okay, explain quickly the EcoSac. We started in March 2018, 2 years ago. It's a cloth bag alternative against plastic bag. What we're doing, special and focus in the raise awareness and the no use plastic. This is the main reason. We have a package for the 6 pieces, 6 different size for lemon, apple, tomato, whatever. Important is produced by hand using the cloth sewing machine. You can use this plastic bag 150 times. It's around 1 year, 1 year and a half. Our business model implementation, we validate our hypothesis, and right now many users has 1 year using this one and no have a problems. It's no is a waste yet, and many they can repair sourcing each bag. We produce around 50 packages per week. The cost is around $9 US dollars per pack. We have no profit, or almost no profit, because we focus most, as I told you, the raising awareness of this one. And right now we have the problem or the question or the issue if we need to produce more, because we have the demand is increased. Invest more money. We try to decide, because it's the decision with my wife what we can to do. More is this product is used by hand. Okay, this I want to share this one, because for me it's very important to be a entrepreneurial teacher and also share my own experience, what happened with the all steps for the entrepreneurial, the business models, the investor, the pitch, or whatever. Okay. The, the last one, this is the reference for the all the you can consult this information is right here. Okay, this is my personal data for the social medias. And thank you so much for attending this meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Francisco. This is really fascinating. This is exciting how we inaugurated the Around the World with ICSB and Mexico and the celebration here. You guys have a beautiful place. It's just amazing amount of work that you do here, right? With the environment, with the space, and with all the events and the school and all the activities. You are really global, but you also are in a beautiful piece of nature there. So we're just delighted. We are excited. I think everybody here enjoying this. Let me ask you one question. I know we're running a bit late here, but what's the future like after COVID-19? How do you see your school and the area? Well, how do you imagine the future like?
Okay, yes, we in Mexico we have many problems, many companies, especially the small and medium enterprise, close because are very vulnerable and close. And right now we focus to support from the university side this small company, how we can restart this firm are closed, or how new support the new companies. The future in our universities is the same, more than COVID-19 damage, is support the vulnerable small and medium enterprise, because we know and we understand are the base of the Mexican economy, and also is the base of the families, because the Mexico are oriented for the small business. And if we don't solve this one, maybe we have problems, different problems, social problems, economical problems, finance problems. Okay, the idea is for our side to support this one. It's a hard time because right now we cannot decrease the pandemic here. We have around 500 people die a day in the country. It's a high rate yet, and we cannot stop and decrease the pandemic. But and these the consequences. The economy growing is decreasing. It's -7%, maybe more. It's hard times, but we have the hope to solve this situation. Is the best way to do from our university support again the small and medium enterprise.
Thank you very much. I know we're running a little bit late here, but if anybody has a question or a comment, please add it now before we end it. I want to give an opportunity for anybody. Talisa says, nice presentation, and she thanked you. And probably Sylvia is cheering and smiling and clapping because she's really passionate about this. Okay. If not, Francisco, it's delight. I know we're going to see more and more of you with ICSB as we work together fairly soon. I want to thank you. Happy Independence Day. I know it's your day off, but thank you very much for your time. For all of you colleagues, we will continue this. Actually, on Friday, we have a webinar in Spanish language. And it was our colleagues, Dr. Ricardo Alvarez from CETIS University. So we're going to the other side here. So this is fantastic here. So I look forward to seeing you all as well. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Francisco. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all for attending. Thank you, Ayman. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Have a good day.
You too.